This is a video lesson on moving average and exponential moving average. The moving average is more precisely called simple moving average. They both are calculated differently. We will find out that later in this video. So these moving averages are frequently used due to its simplicity and effectiveness. It is easy to calculate, and once plotted on a chart, it is a powerful visual trend spotting tool. Let's now understand what is moving average and why it is used. An important thing here is understanding of moving average without an understanding of trend is not much useful. So a trend is simply a price that is continuing to move in a certain direction. There can be only three real trends that a stock can follow. An uptrend or a bullish trend, that means the price is moving higher. A downtrend or a bearish trend, which means the price is moving lower. And a sideways trend, which means the price is moving sideways. So here the price is neither going higher nor the lower. And the important thing to remember about trend is that price rarely moves in a straight line. Therefore, the moving averages lines are used to help a trader more easily identify the direction of a trend. Let's get back to the moving averages. There are two moving averages which are often used in trading business. Out of these two, the most basic is simple moving average. A simple moving average gives equal weightage to all the previous time frames. A time frame can be any period of time, including an hour, a day, a week, or even a month, or whatever time period you are going to decide. So if you are using a day as a time frame, then the SMA or a simple moving average would give an equal weightage to all the previous days. If you want to have a simple moving average for 50 days, then the price of first day and the last day of your set will equally affect the calculation and also the line you want to draw. Unlike a simple moving average, an exponential moving average is a type of weighting moving average which gives more weighting or importance to the recent price data. Let's find out how they are calculated. Moving average is just an average which is moving in nature because the numbers in the set is changing continuously. So let's understand it mathematically. An average is a single number that represents the middle value of all the numbers in the set or a list. So it is an arithmetic mean, which is actually sum of numbers divided by how many numbers are being averaged. Like there are 10 numbers are here. So to find out average of these, we would add these numbers and then divide it by 10. So we found the average of these 10 numbers. As we have earlier discussed, in the moving average, the numbers in the set changes continuously. Suppose we are taking moving average for 10 days. So here period of SMA is 10. So if X is the price of a stock and 1, 2, 3 to infinity are the days or period. So to calculate moving average for 10 days or 10 period simple moving average on a D candle, we add them and divide it by 10. So this gives 10 period SMA for day 10 or 10th day. So to calculate 10 SMA for 11th day, we would remove X1 from the list and add X11 in it. So the numbers in the data set are changed now. So this is the SMA for day 11. With every next day, we would leave the previous day price and add next day price in the list. So the total numbers in the list would always be 10 and the data in the list is changing continuously. This is how a simple moving average is calculated. Now, what is the difference between simple moving average and exponential moving average? So, unlike a simple moving average, an exponential moving average is a type of weighted moving average which gives more weighting or importance to the recent price data. The recent price data is considered to be more relevant to the older data to find out the trend. Again, if X is the price of a stock and T is today and Y is yesterday, N is number of days in the EMA or a period, and K is a constant, then this is the EMA. So an EMA formula is based on previous day's EMA value. So this is how weighting is given by exponential moving average to the most recent price. So these are the methods to calculate SMA and EMA. The next thing we need to know is how they are used to determine the trend. So it's up to you whether you want to use SMA or EMA. But the important thing here is EMA is more responsive to the latest price changes than SMA. That makes results from EMA more timely, so it is preferred by many traders. So we would use an EMA to understand how it is used to identify the trend. There are usually two practices that are used to determine the trend. The first one is price movement above or below the EMA. So let's take a look at this indicator and how it can help a trader to follow the trends towards the greater profit. So this is a day candle. So this will define a period as a day, and it is a 21 days EMA. So whenever price closes above the EMA, let's from here basically the price starts closing above the 21 days EMA, so that would give a buy signal to us. And whenever price starts closing below the 21 days EMA, that would give us a sell signal to us. So this is how an EMA, an exponential moving average, would help you to determine the trend. Whether from here you can see that whether it is closing above it or it is closing below it. So from the chart you can see easily that moving average would give you a perception about the trend. You can understand the trend using the moving average basically. And the second one is longer and shorter term exponential moving average cross. Like here you can see this is a 5-minute candle, so that will define 5 minutes as a period, and this blue line is 9 days EMA, and this red line is 21 days EMA. So in this strategy, when a shorter term period EMA crosses above the longer term period EMA, that would give a buy signal or uptrend. So and whenever shorter term period crosses below the longer term period EMA, that would give a sell signal or a downtrend. So this strategy is basically used in intraday or a shorter term period trade. Like on this day you can see the shorter term EMA crossed above the longer term EMA from here, and it has given a uptrend from here to here. And on this day, when 9 days EMA crossed above the 21 days EMA, it has given uptrend for the whole day. So this EMA cross strategy is used for the shorter term trade basically. Like here you can see the shorter term EMA, 9 days EMA crossed below the longer term EMA, 21 days EMA, and it was a downtrend then. Now the final takeaway from the video. The first one is the time frame can be any period of time, including an hour, a day, week, or even a month. And moving averages are frequently used due to their simplicity and effectiveness. Moving averages are most popular and often used technical indicators. They are easy to calculate, and once plotted on a chart is a powerful visual trend spotting tool. Moving averages could give a trader or an investor a general idea of where the trend is going. SMAs are slow to reflect the price changes than EMAs. SMAs and EMAs are used to see the price trends over a certain period, since exponential moving average gives more weightage to the recent price data. EMA responds more quickly to the price changes than SMA. Watching several EMAs could be useful to better identify the trend. As we have seen, a trader could better identify the buy and sell signal using the EMAs, and the EMA crossover strategy is used by the traders to identify the trend. This could be used for the short-term trades. We have discussed it. And the lagging nature of moving averages is not going to enable us to pick the tops and bottom. This is most important thing, because this is also a lagging indicator. So when price moves above or below the moving averages, it reflects the changes after some time. It lags for some time. So it is very difficult for us to find out the tops and bottom of the trend. Basically, hit the like button if you liked the video, and if I have added some value to your information, please subscribe to the channel. Have a nice day.